Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're going to give you a breakdown of everything that we bought at Costco for our Thanksgiving feast, as well as food for the next week, because there is no school. I don't remember getting the whole Thanksgiving week off growing up, but my kids do, so that's pretty cool. But that also means they're going to be eating a lot more food at home, so we had to bulk up with a little extra food than what we normally do. All right, we're going to start here with the roasting chickens. Now, no, these are not for Thanksgiving. This will be for throughout the week. But I'll be honest with you, if you're just like a single person or a couple and you don't really care that much about turkey, getting these rotisserie chickens for $5 is by far the steal of the deal. That can make your Thanksgiving so easy. And yes, you can buy it now, put it in the fridge or freezer, reheat it. You can even add some extra herbs and seasonings if you kind of like more of that traditional taste. And you can do that, and it can be a really simple, cheap way to do a Thanksgiving chicken if you're okay with that. I know not everybody wants to do that, but just so you know, that is a good option. All right, we did get the ground beef as well. We got a nice package. That way we can do burgers and pasta or whatever sort of things we need it for over the next couple weeks. We'll break that into chunks and freeze some of it, use some of it as we need. All right, we got a lot of dairy stuff today as well. We got a new thing of sour cream. We're always, again, making dips with it, and it's going to be mixed in with all the sorts of things. We also got cream cheese because we are going to be making some cheesecake. We got a pumpkin that we got, and it's time to carve that thing up and turn it into some pumpkin cheesecake. And I'm going to tell you, that's probably one of the better deals. If you buy a single block of cream cheese like at our Publix, it's so expensive, but you get this whole package here, and it's just such a good deal. So if you use cream cheese on the regular, definitely a good place to go is Costco for it. We also got the 4-pack of the butter. I know we're going to be going through lots of butter between baking and all the Thanksgiving meal stuff that we got. We got 3 different types of cheese. We got our normal sharp cheddar, the mozzarella, and then Munster. Kids requested that for some sandwiches and stuff. And then this is the star of our Thanksgiving feast this year. We're going to do this oven brown turkey breast. Now, a lot of people have a hard time finding this because you're not exactly sure what to look for. It's not frozen, okay? You're going to find it over in the deli section. You can see exactly what we paid. You can choose the size. So this is almost 5 pounds. At $4.79 a pound. It's going to be a little more expensive than like your large turkey, but if you don't want to have to deal with all of the turkey prep, like kind of like us, we have a smaller kitchen right now. We don't really have room to be running a big turkey in there with everything else that we're doing. We're going to take this, we're still going to have gravy and stuff and all of that, but we're going to just roast it up, make it nice and warm, and then it's just everybody gets the turkey breast if everybody in your family likes that. Now again, I like the dark meat, but it's not a have to for me. So this is what we're doing for our Thanksgiving turkey this year. So you find it in those rows in the deli section, and that's where you find it. So it's not going to be over in the refrigerated section where you find the sliced deli meat. It's not going to be in the frozen section. It's not going to even be over by like where you find the ground beef. It's going to be in that deli section. So definitely, we use it for school lunches as well, but we're going to use it for Thanksgiving this year too. All right, then we got blueberries here. They were kind of a good deal. I think it was like $3 or $4. Sorry, we have one of our lights keeps going on and off here, so just have to deal with that, I guess. We got pears. Pears have been pretty good this season for us. We had cranberries in the freezer, but I was like, you know what? You can never have too many cranberries, so we grabbed some of those. We grabbed half and half for coffee, heavy whipping cream for making some whipped cream to put on the pumpkin pie and all that. We've also been enjoying the Granny Smith apples, and so we got that, and some of those might end up in, we got some other apples yesterday too, but some that'll end up, we do like a cranberry relish type of thing. And of course, part of that is oranges as well. So we got oranges there, and we got the big bag of potatoes. We're gonna turn these into mashed potatoes as well, and a couple of fun things. So we've got these King's Hawaiian rolls. We'll use those for lunches and maybe even for the Thanksgiving night turkey sandwich. We got the big bag of Ruffles potato chips, again, to go with the turkey sandwich. And one thing that we rarely do, but we like to do just like once a year, we'll get like this 4-pack of Martinelli's. And we used to use one for 4 different dates. You know, we used to do one for Thanksgiving, one for Christmas, one for New Year's, and one for Valentine's Day. But with our kids older now, we usually kind of use 2 bottles just for one thing. So maybe we'll use this for Thanksgiving and New Year's, something like that. But it's not that bad of a deal. Sorry, I don't have my receipt out with me today. Well, hold on. Do I have it in my pocket? I do. All right. So the total for everything here is, just so you can see, $178. That was for everything that we did on here. And but again, that ground beef and the turkey right there, that's like $56 of the purchase. Everything, and then the sparkling cider was $13, so that was kind of an extra purchase. But you can see everything else that we're getting here from Costco, everything else is under $10. And this will definitely be feeding the family of 5, not just for Thanksgiving Day, but for the whole week of Thanksgiving as well. Now, we also did, and this is a reminder in case you're kind of new to Costco shopping, we did a shopping at Publix yesterday to get some of the smaller things that we needed, like seasonings and spices. Now, you can get some spices at Costco, but you got to judge. First of all, they don't have everything. They don't have as huge of a variety as a grocery store would, and you might not need the Mondo package of whatever seasoning that you want if you're only using it for once or twice a year. So so we just grabbed some things that we needed from Publix yesterday in smaller amounts. We grabbed that, and then we got all of our bulk stuff, but we built our whole grocery list, divided it up, shopped everything at Publix. That was the Publix stuff. Then shopped everything at Costco, which we can buy either in bulk or at the better Costco prices. And so that's what we have laid out. I hope this is helpful to you if you are trying to build your Thanksgiving dinner. And again, if you are doing things for your Thanksgiving dinner that we're not, you still might find at Costco. For example, we're not doing anything with sweet potatoes this year, but you can get big bags of sweet potatoes, just like they have the big bags of potatoes there. If you're looking for platters and things that are pre-made, now obviously you're going to pay more per ounce and everything for that, and we're kind of focused on the economical side, but all that stuff is there. They even have full, complete Thanksgiving dinners there. So if you're wanting it was mashed potatoes, turkey, cranberry sauce, gravy, a couple other things. Anyway, if you're wanting to do that, they'll have the whole thing prepped for you. They were like between $30 and $40 for a Thanksgiving dinner. I would say it's probably for two. They would probably say 3 or 4, but maybe 2 people and a young kid or a couple that would work for. So you got options there as well beyond what we're getting, but I'm hoping that showing you this gives you a little bit of inspiration about how to make your dollar stretch further at Costco. So that way you can have the holiday meal that you want without breaking the bank. But I do want to hear. So let me know down in the comments below. Of course, like and subscribe, and we'll keep pumping out these Costco videos for you of what we're getting, a very real situation. But put down in the comments below what is going to be on your Thanksgiving feast this year. Are you a traditionalist? Do you do kind of the main meal but with your own twist, or do you just order pizza? Let me know down in the comments below.